Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. And today we're going to play on my usual survival world. And we'll just wait for it to load. And we have a lot to do, so let's just get right to it. Take my armor and tools out of this chest. I always take everything off and put it away before I log out, just for safekeeping. I've started to carry a cauldron around with me. I found that a cauldron is very useful in the Nether for extinguishing yourself if you get caught on fire. And I've been spending a lot of time in the Nether recently. And maybe we'll go into the Nether in this video, and I'll show you what I've been doing. Yeah, that's a portrait of a man that I met quite recently. I was coming back from one of my outposts, and I met this crazed-looking traveler who had told me that he had left everything he knew behind and was heading to a new and undiscovered land to start a new colony. Yeah, some people are just nuts. They want to leave everything behind and go adventuring. I used to be that guy, but not anymore. I forget his name. I think it was something like Harold, or maybe Henry. Not 100% certain. As you can see, I'm starting to run kind of low on wood. I don't have very much. I don't have very much wood anymore. So maybe we should head out into the tree farm and cut down some trees. I think I'll stick to oak trees. We'll head down here and we'll get some bone meal. Oh, but the sun is going down, and we do not want to get caught in the tree farm when the sun goes down. It's dark enough out there that sometimes monsters even spawn in the daytime. So what do you say we put that off for now, and we head over to the monster flush and see if we can't get some XP. Yeah, this is just too easy. I could stand here all day, and I have in the past. Hey, we got a chainmail helmet. It's a pretty good haul. So let's shut it off. And we'll head downstairs and put this loot away for now. Put the flesh in this chest, and the bones, put those away too. Got some gunpowder. And the helmet will go in the armory. And we'll just put it in the corner here for right now. One thing I've noticed is my pickaxes are starting to get to the point where they're close to wearing out. So I think I'd better get a few diamonds and build another one. I have a lot of pickaxes down in the armory, but nearly all of them have the same enchantment. And I'm not too keen on an efficiency 1 pickaxe when I could have something like this. So let's get some lapis lazuli. I don't know if this will be enough. Maybe we ought to get some more just to be safe. And let's head down to my new enchanting area. It's down here. Efficiency 1, 2, or 3. Well, that is a very easy decision. We're gonna go with number 3. And it didn't give us anything extra, but that's okay. So let's go put the lapis lazuli back. Well, actually, we should probably condense it first. I'm a big fan of condensing my supplies, because if I didn't, well, can you imagine how many chests I would need for all of this redstone? Or all of this coal? It would be like this whole row just for redstone, and this whole row just for coal. It would take up way too much space. And it's nighttime now. So maybe we ought to go outside and see what the monsters are up to. And I don't see any out here. Well, you know what? What do you say we take a walk all the way around the perimeter of the compound? Yeah, that's a pretty impressive view. You can see the sky bridge, and over there is the land bridge leading to my original compound. And there are some monsters over there. But let's go this way. This is a room that I use for target practice. I can just stand up here and practice my aim. And that was pretty much a bullseye. And I hope you forgive me, but I'm just going to take a second and take a screenshot of this. I rather like this room. It's pretty neat. It's come a long way from the grass patio that it used to be. And I don't see anything out here either. I hear a spider. He's somewhere close by. Yeah, over that way is my original house that I built when I spawned into this world. And you can see some torches down there. That is a land bridge that leads to the ocean outpost. Remember that crazy long tunnel with the railway that we ran down in an old level series video? Well, that overland route is the old way to get to that location. And here is the spider. And there he goes. You can see that odd looking building there. That is a stable that I use to house my llamas. And over here is my vacation home, complete with an in-ground swimming pool with diving board. There's some creepers down this way. A bunch of them. Here comes one of them. We'll kind of punch him back. And here comes another one, intent on revenge, I'd say. But little does he know that he is about to join his deceased brethren. And this guy figures that third time's the charm. And maybe it is, but my sword begs to differ. And the spider apparently didn't get the memo that the sun is up, because he came over here looking for a fight. but I'm all too happy to dispatch him to the next life. And look at this guy. Him too. I can always use the string. And here comes number 4. I'm going to give him a good whack. That was a close one. Grab the gunpowder. And I did see an Enderman somewhere down the line stealing my blocks of dirt. I'm going to use an axe on this guy. It seems only fitting. Thank you for the ender pearl. Now there's still some bad guys out in the yard, but I think we can safely head over to the other side and begin harvesting some trees. Yeah, I don't see anything down here. I just have to watch my back. We'll start with this one. Do this one right next door. Yeah, I think the creepers are gone now. But I do see some bases of these trees that have been moved. So let's do something about that. There's one there. There's one over here. Another one here. So that gave us 19 blocks of wood. I think we can get away with harvesting a little bit more. And I don't need any real big trees right now. And I don't even see the block of dirt anywhere for that tree. Or that one. Those Endermen can be real nuisance. $27. There's a lot of wood in this tree. And this one. And maybe we'll take one more. I see an apple. We'll get that. And maybe we'll take a second and clear out all of these leaves. because these will get in the way if we try to replant. I probably shouldn't be filming this. This is a pretty monotonous task. And I wouldn't be surprised if many of you are bored by this. But it'll only take another second and we'll be back in the compound, putting this away, and then we'll be on to the Nether. That just about does it. I think that does it. So let's get our saplings and some bone meal, and let's replant. Oh, this one, yeah. We need to hurry. The sun is starting to go a little low in the horizon for my comfort. Part of maintaining a healthy tree farm is ensuring that you don't forget to replant once you're done harvesting. Trees are very good for the environment. Unfortunately, they're also very good at harboring monsters, which is why we do not want to get caught out here when the sun goes down. But luckily, our job is finished. So let's head back inside and process this. Plenty of saplings. Some sticks. Well, I guess I can use those for something else. Okay. We have some bone meal and other odds and ends to put away. Some gunpowder that the creepers generously donated to our cause. And some, no bones. But we'll put this away. And the string. And spider eyes. And the ender pearl. Okay. I have recently started collecting a lot of gold. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I've been collecting so much gold. So let's head down into the Nether. Once more into the fray. And here we are at my very simple Nether base. There isn't much to it. But let's go through this door. I won't bother taking the minecart today, because we're not going to go too far. Now, I am a bit of a safety nut, so I encased this railway completely in cobblestone. And this is not on ground level. I think you can kind of see down there, and it gives you a bit of an impression of how high we really are. And this tunnel goes to my blaze farm. But this is a new build. I was inspired to construct this after viewing RelaxingASMR's Zombie Piglin operation. And this is a lot simpler. This just consists of a room with slabs and hoppers. So whenever I slay the pigmen, I collect everything in this chest. So, if you haven't seen RelaxingASMR's video, I'll put a link in the description so you can go check it out. But first things first, I'm going to put on some different armor. This has a lot of fire protection and blast protection. Now, I'm not usually one for gold anything, but in this case, I'm going to make an exception. There is a piglin down there, but we don't have to worry about him because I'm dressed completely in gold. So he won't be aggressive towards me. So right now we're just gonna look for some pigmen. Oh, and there's one right there. I don't know what he thinks he's doing in here, but this is a no trespassing facility, so I'm gonna have to show him the door. And there are a lot of pigmen coming to avenge the one I just dispatched. They're gonna come right onto the dance floor. There are quite a few of them, but it's nothing that I can't handle. So that is the zombie pig / gold farm in a nutshell. It's very simple, but there's no denying its effectiveness. And I built 2 accesses for the pigmen because they are not very intelligent, so they need all the help that I can give them to guide them like pigs to a slaughterhouse. I actually had to build this bridge because they would just run right off the end of this cliff and fall to their death. And I would much rather that I got the gold instead of the lava. So, here's another pigman over there. Let's just pop him one. And him and his buddies will come over. You see what I mean? He just got shot. And he has no idea where I am. All he has to do is look over here and he'll see me. So maybe I should be a good Samaritan and refresh his memory. But unfortunately, that little reminder was too much for him to bear. So let's try his brother. Yeah, he's a little bit smarter than the other one was. So they're going to come down. Yeah, here they come. I almost feel sorry for these guys. Because it's so easy. They just walk right into it. And as much as I hate to admit it, these new zombified piglins are kind of cute to look at with their one floppy ear that bounces up and down every time they walk. But they are less cute when they start swinging a sword at you and dealing damage. Then they just become downright annoying. There's another group over that way. I guess I can see if they want in on the action. And it appears that they do. And here they come. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just have to walk up a flight of stairs. I don't know how difficult. Okay, here they are. And I could stand here killing these guys, and they'll just keep coming. And it doesn't appear that there are any more. There's some over there, and I could probably hit them, but it's doubtful that they'd come over for a fight. There is one thing that I do need to do. Oh, look at that. There's a pigman over here. But like I was about to say, I need to construct some ladders. If I have enough sticks, yes, I do. Because the other day, a ghast blew up part of this ladder. Oh, there's a pigman. And it looks like he wants a piece of me. There's some pigmen over there too. Let's get them over here also. And let's get those guys over here as well. Let's make this interesting. We just eat something quickly. And here comes the mob. And there are quite a few of them this time. Maybe I'll take a quick screenshot of this before they disappear forever. Well, that was nice. Let's head down and see what we got. I have no use for these swords, so we're just gonna smelt them down into gold nuggets. And while we're here, I'll turn these nuggets into ingots. So up on this level, is where I sometimes like to fight blazes, and I don't see any around here at the moment. But that is what this cauldron is for. So if I get hit by a fireball, I could just step in here and get extinguished. It's a much better alternative to dying. I don't know if this guy wants to attack me. He must, because that guy down there is running over. But I'm not a big fan of him getting in my face when I'm trying to show you this, so let's just knock him right off and continue on with the tour. This is the top level, and this is my primary blaze fighting station. You can see below us is the tunnel. That way is the blaze farm, and back this way is my nether base. Oh, I hear a blaze, and I see him too. He's right over there. I should get my shield on. Where is he? Where did he go? I think he might have gone down. So we'll head down here. Yeah, I don't see him anywhere. Yeah, it looks like he's disappeared. But you know what, let's head over to the blaze farm. I'm starting to run kind of low on blaze rods. And now I'm wishing that I did bring the minecart, because this is a bit of a jog. So just bear with me. I reckon I could probably run, and that would save some time. And there's that Ghast. He's taunting me. When I see that guy, he is not going to have a good time. But we are not running away from him. This is just a case of we will see him when we see him. We're not going to go out of our way to cause trouble. But if trouble finds us, we must not back down or shy away from it. We must walk in with our head held high and emerge victorious. We must and we will. Now, this is a door that leads out into the Nether fortress. And I don't reckon we need to go out there right now. Yeah, there's a blaze hanging out on the parapet. And he just vanished. Oh no, he's still there. There's another blaze spawner out there. Yeah, that's the golden rule of the Nether. No beds allowed. A lesson that I learned the hard way. Yes, indeed. Just checking this inventory. Can get rid of a few things. Maybe I'll get another bucket of milk. And through here is the blaze spawner. If I stand in front of this glass, they will spawn. And you can see the mechanism inside. It consists of pistons that push the blazes down into a hole where I can then go down and slay them. So let's head down this staircase to the bottom. And if we flip this lever, we open the gate, and they all come down to say hello. And we'll close the gate and collect some of the XP that got caught behind the slab. And just like that, we got 18 blaze rods. So let's head back up to the surface and repeat the process. But before we do, let's come in here and just kind of get a view of the blaze farm. This is an Avomance design. And if you're interested in building this blaze farm, I'll leave a link to his video in the description. Yeah, he's a top-notch builder. My Iron Golem farm and Monster Flush XP farm are also Avomance designs. Now I think I had some snow in here at one point. Not entirely sure what I did with it. Yeah, that is a spooky place, boy. We'll wait for one more set to spawn. And you can see the little blaze inside the spawner. He's slowly rotating around. Any moment now, he will start to spin faster and faster and faster. And right at the moment that he starts spinning like a top, then poof, blazes will spawn. And we'll go see them down at the bottom. My sword is talking to me right now, and he's telling me that he wants to go meet these blazes because he wants to make friends with them. But the unfortunate part of being a sword is none of his friendships seem to last very long. I think he plays a little too rough. Let's just check and see if there are any more XP that we need to get. There we go. I'll put the slab back. 37. You know, maybe we should collect a full stack of 64 before we leave this place. So what do you say we head back up and repeat the process once more? Yeah, building this enclosure was a nightmare. I bought the farm like 15 times at least. It was not a pleasant experience. So there's 4 of them. And that piston just punched him right in the face and knocked him off the ledge. Here's another group. I think that should give us our 64. So let's lower the drawbridge. Now, I don't have to kill them with my sword. I can flip this switch and suffocate them, but in that case, I won't get any XP or any loot from them for some reason. And there's a couple more. Yeah, there we go. So that is the Blaze Farm in action. And in my mind, this is probably the coolest build in my survival world. But to be truthful, all of the really cool stuff in my survival world I cannot take credit for. Oh, that's just too much to ignore. I think I saw 5 or 6 of them going down. So let's just get these guys quickly and then head on back to the compound. This will probably net us another 10 at least. Oh. Yeah. Very nice. Guess I'll leave the ladder here. I don't really need to be carrying that around. Through this door is a trapdoor that leads down to another tunnel with a minecart, and that goes to my jungle outpost. So let's head back. What is that? Did you hear that? It sounded like a pig squealing. There is some awfully strange stuff that goes on in the Nether. That's why I like to be... Oh. Did you hear that? He's calling us out. And half of me just wants to go and shut him up. Put him in his place. But the better half of me knows that there is no merit in doing so. Because if I don't put on a good performance, it could go very wrong for me. And I could lose everything. So we're just going to ignore him. We're going to turn the other cheek and walk away unscathed. And that is not a cowardly thing to do, by any means. It's important to have good judgment, especially when it involves physical altercations. Oftentimes we train to fight so that we never have to. While we're here, we'll just see if there are any more pigmen to irritate. Oh, well. It looks like this guy's looking to rob me. Luckily, I don't have anything in the furnaces. But now that he knows what kind of operation this is, I cannot let him leave and warn his people. I must do away with them. I did not want to do that, but he left me no choice. But I don't think any of his other friends even knew that was happening. Things seem to be unnaturally quiet out here, and I guess that's why. The Ghast is bothering the pigmen. The Ghast is making them afraid. And while I'm here to collect the gold off the pigmen that I slay, I do not want the pigmen to live in fear any longer. So this is no longer about my own ego. I'm being called to action, and I must dispose of this evil creature. And I have quite the audience. Now, where is this guy? I don't hear him anymore. Perhaps he's moved on. But let's head up to the top of the tower, just to make sure. And the Ghast is nowhere to be seen. Oftentimes, just the act of standing up to a bully will cause him to panic and rethink his position. Oftentimes, fighting is 95% mental and 5% physical. And most of the fight, if not all of it, is what happens before any punches are thrown. Just the act of me responding to the plea of the zombie piglins and taking a stand against the Ghasts was enough to make the Ghast tuck tail and flee. So I hope that he learned his lesson. But I doubt it. So now that we're back at the compound, away from all of that nonsense, let's relieve ourselves of this gold. And of these blaze rods. We'll turn them into powder. And I have some rotten flesh that I need to put away also. And the sun is up, which likely means that there is action to be had in the monster flesh. Now, I think he's feeling pretty lonely, so we'll give him some company to enjoy the last few seconds of his life with. And the sun is going down. So, what do you say we put this loot away and then head up on the wall and do a perimeter check? What else do I have? I have a gold helmet that needs to be put in the armory. And some bows that need to be repaired and put away down here. Now I think I'll take this bow right here. And we will combine all three of these bows. Oh, and there goes my anvil. So let's make a new anvil. Now I think that, yeah, this is perfect. It's like it was meant to be. 4 iron ingots. And, oh, I did that the wrong way, I think. Yeah, there we go. So, while I have been playing Minecraft for a fair bit of time, I am in no means an expert. So any tips that any of you are willing to pass on to me on how to improve my gameplay, please do feel free to share them with me in the comments. It would be much appreciated. I'm always looking to learn. Now we need to combine these 2 bows. And I know this whole exercise is counterproductive when I can just take 3 sticks and some string and make some bows. But I do take pride in the fact that I have not made a single bow and arrow in over 2 years. And truth be told, I never did see the point of having hundreds of XP. It's almost like a well, I could draw a comparison to something, and I'm sure you probably know the comparison, but XP or enchanting levels are meant to be used instead of just a ego boost. And that alone, in a world where you are the only player, I mean, it doesn't really serve much of a purpose. Now, I rarely see monsters out here, so this is kind of a treat. Let's head up on the wall. I'm not going to go all the way up to the top. Or actually, why don't we go up to the top of the observation deck? It's been a while since I've been up here. And this affords us a very nice view of the surrounding lands. I see a zombie down there. Maybe I can hit him. Oh, I lost track of that arrow. I'm not sure where it went. Not quite that much. There we go. We got him. And he survived that. So let's pop him another one. That was a little short. This should do it. No. Maybe this one. It can be kind of tricky. A little bit more. Right here should be it. No. Up. Just a touch. This calls for precision. And I think I won't do this for too much longer because I'm wasting a lot of arrows. But I do want to finish the job. Why can't I hit this guy? Wow. Forget it. Oh, I have 9 arrows that I'm willing to use on this guy. There's 1, 2. Okay, this might do it. No, it's 2 off. Holy smokes. Forget it. It's important to know when to call it quits. And I'm not saying that I admit defeat because I did hit him. But something seems to be going on. I can't hit him again. But sometimes it just takes a little bit of extra belief. That would have been a fairy tale ending if I would have hit him right there. And he's gone. But I did keep fighting until the very end. And the sun is coming up, signaling a fresh start to a promising day. And on that note, we're gonna end this video right here on top of the watchtower. I sure do appreciate you taking the time to hang out at my channel. If you like this content, I encourage you to please feel free to subscribe. I plan on uploading on a more regular basis. I'm thinking every Saturday night might make for a pretty good schedule. And if you like these videos, I encourage you to check out Relaxing ASMR's Minecraft videos, and I'll have a link in the description of this video. So, I'm Izzy the Tiger, and thanks for stopping in and playing some Minecraft with me. Happy trails.